subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Just like Christianity, you better understand what they mean when they talk about Christianity. That's another thing, family, because they run around here talking about Charlie Kirk was a Christian and Christian values. And I saw there was some black people I think they were some black conservatives. And, there's a lot of things going on with the black conservative circles because some of them, they don't like the rhetoric around Charlie Kirk. They don't like some of the anti-blackness going on there. And from some of the Charlie Kirk supporters, they feel the racism. You ain't dumb. They feel it. And some of them were running around talking about, we all supposed to be Christians. I don't like how as Christians, they ain't doing this, they ain't doing that. Family, listen, 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 listen. I want y'all to understand what these people, when they say Christianity, they mean something completely different. They don't mean the same thing that you mean when you talk about Christianity. It's not the same thing. When they speak of God, they don't mean the same thing. Can we get deep? Because I know the rapey call that was a little hard to follow, but I do want to get deep because I know the Tom got everybody shook. Everybody's kind of shocked by Tom, the expose of Tom. But I got to get deep into this religion thing. So people, I want y'all to understand white supremacists talk when they start talking about Christianity and all of that. Listen, listen. Let's do some master classes here. Like, I do want to get deep because we need to understand this. The white supremacists, they use coded language when it comes to religion. See, their quote God is a symbol of white power, not universal love. When white supremacists speak of God, they speak of a deity that kind of mirrors their own image and justifies their supremacy. Their quote God is not the God that we worship, the God of mercy, the God of universality, the God of compassion, the God of helping everybody and bringing everybody together, the God of mercy, the God of liberation that's in the Bible. No, their God is a racialized construct that authorizes dominance, conquest, and control. All right. So, in that sense, to them, God is a code for whiteness itself. Whiteness is God to them. Do y'all understand what I'm saying to you, family? When Charlie Kirk, all these people, when they say God, whiteness is God. You understand? Christianity becomes a cloak for political domination. See, when the white supremacists, they've historically used Christianity not as a faith, but it's always been a political tool. They've always used Christianity to sanctify colonialism, slavery, segregation, that manifest destiny stuff, slavery, all of that. That served as the official uniform of conquest. So when they speak of Christianity, what they mean is a hierarchical system where whiteness is on top and submission is required from everybody else. So in that structure, Christianity is not about salvation. Christianity is about civilizational control. That's what Christianity means, white supremacist control. That's what they mean. And they got that out of Spain. You got to understand when they had the Reconquista, let's get even deeper with history, to understand history. And I kind of talked about this in my book, Foundational Black American Race Beta. The Reconquista in Spain, that was a laboratory for white supremacy. See, during the Reconquista in Spain, the Spanish monarchs, they framed their war against those black ass Moors who were Muslim at the time. It wasn't just a political fight, it was a racial and spiritual battle, one and the same. So that was one of the first large scale projects where whiteness was consciously elevated as purity, and blackness in Islam that was demonized as inherently evil. So that ideological framework that became the seedbed for white supremacy. I always tell you, modern white supremacy came out of Spain. The Moors, who were black, they made that into a whole movement. Even some of the foods. There's a Spanish dish that's over here in Latin America too, called Christians and Moors. There's a Spanish dish called Christians and Moors. And what is Christians and Moors? Christians and Moors, the dish, it's white rice and black beans. There's a Spanish word for it, Cristiano and Moro, something like that. I forgot what the Spanish word for it, but it translates into Christians and Moors, and it's white rice and black beans. So they made a thing out of it. And then in Spain, they started to invent these blood purity laws, limpieza de sangre. So in order to maintain control after their victories, Spain, they started creating laws that divided people by ancestry, not just religion. So they had the first blood purity laws. Like you had to be a genetic Christian, meaning white. They made Christian and white synonymous. They made Christian and white synonymous. So even if Moors and Jews and these people converted to Christianity, they were still deemed impure. So that established the logic of permanent racial hierarchy. So evil wasn't just in your deeds. They said evil was in your blood. And then they started to institutionalize the punishment of inherited evil through race. So they got real deep with it. They started making it racial and spiritual. So white was pure and good and godly, and anything black was an infidel. Oh, they were infidels. So this is why when they started slavery, the Catholic Church sanctioned it. The Pope sanctioned it. They said, okay, look, we got the doctrine of discovery. We sanction you to subjugate all of the infidels. You go, the church is giving you permission to go and subjugate all of them. You go leave Spain, go out here, discover what's happening in the world now that we've conquered these black Moors. The fact that we got them out of Spain, it took us 700 years to get them up out of here. But yes, the Lord God, the white God is shining down on us. So the white God has sanctioned us to subjugate these people all over the world. So they normalized evil through religious justification. See, by claiming their domination was God's will, the white Christians, they normalized violence, murder, theft, forced conversions, expulsions, all of these reframed as sacred duties. You see? And the Reconquista was the first tool of the transatlantic slavery pipeline. See, all of those ideological tools that came from the Reconquista that got exported to the Americas. And the same arguments used against the Moors that was justified in enslaving black people and indigenous people. And the evil wasn't seen as a crime, but it was an economic and spiritual necessity. See, this shows how the evil was intentionally institutionalized, just like over here. When they harm us, just like with Charlie Kirk, every harming of a black person, it was justified. Whiteness was infallible. Whites could do no wrong when it came to harming us. I just want y'all to understand what they mean when they say Christian. That's what they mean. That means we as whites, we're supposed, it's our godly duty to harm these black people. God wants us to do that. God wants us to lie and be conniving and degenerate. That's our destiny. Yeah. So their Jesus is a racialized warrior, not a racialized savior. See, the Jesus that the white supremacists venerate, it's not the revolutionary figure in the Bible that who preach love for the oppressed. No, it's a sanitized Eurocentric image basically molded to reinforce white power. That's why the image of Jesus is white. That's not what Jesus wasn't a damn Anglo. Yeah, the white models that they got to portray Jesus, that's another form of white supremacy. They started creating some of those images during the Renaissance era. Yeah, but godly order, that's a code for racial hierarchy. There's racial dominance. And understand the white churches, those were planning grounds for racial terror. You got to understand, historically, many of the lynchings were planned in white churches. They would sit up on Sunday and plan lynchings and make lynching announcements in white churches. Yeah. And the in Spain, there were people wearing what looks like modern Klan robes to celebrate them running the Moors out of Spain. That's what the Klan wears now. It's the same outfit. And the Ku Klux Klan, they are technically a Christian organization. The Klan, a lot of folks don't know that. Technically, the Ku Klux Klan is a religious organization. Yeah, a lot of folks don't know that. So when they start talking about Christian nation, that what they're trying to say is a white ethno state. So when they start talking about Christian nation and all that, you know, the who said it? I forgot who said this quote that the most segregated hour in America is Sunday during church. That's why there's a black church, there's a white church. Yeah, the churches are different. Yeah, because we practice Christianity, which is basically the majority spirit. We any religion we practice it in a pure form, and we practice it more righteously. We practice it like it's supposed to be practiced. That's why it resonates when we practice it, because we have the majority spirit. I'm talking about foundational Black Americans. When we practice Christianity, it resonates with people globally because we're practicing it from a pure place. The white supremacists don't. They're not practicing the same Christianity. It's not the same. Even when we practice Islam differently. Just like look at the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, foundational Black American, he has the Majara spirit. The way the Nation of Islam practices Islam, it's a pure form. They're very upstanding, righteous brothers and sisters. They're not doing the same shit that Myron Gaines is the damn Muslim. You understand? That's a Muslim. Look how he acts. You understand? He comes from a Muslim family, an Arab family. Look how he acts. A white ass kissing tether. You see? Yeah, you're not righteous. Yeah, you start bowing down to the religion of white supremacy, you ain't righteous. And now this Max guy calls up, he's always trying to say, well, I'm not a white supremacist, I'm Jewish. Let me tell you another con game that some of these other cats play because white supremacy is a religion. When the white supremacists talk about Christianity, what they're talking about is the white supremacist hierarchy. When they talk about God, they're talking about whiteness. So some of these people who are ethnically Jewish, some of them, when they want to get on team white supremacy, like the Ben Shapiro's, people like that, and the Laura Loomers, see, they came up with a little word that kind of ties them in. Judeo-Christian. You ever heard that term? They'll use that Judeo-Christian term. Ben Shapiro loves using that term. Well, yeah, Judeo-Christian values, Judeo-Christian values. Yeah, Laura Loomer likes to because she's Jewish and she's all clicked in with them white supremacists. They start using that Judeo-Christian term. Watch that. That's a little sleight of hand term where some of these other people can bow down to white supremacy too, to show their allegiance to white supremacy by using that term. That term became popular really right over after World War II, or there were some Jewish people who wanted to click in with the dominant white society and not be on the outs. So they were like, hey, look at we all, Judeo-Christian values. That's what America is about. Judeo-Christian values. We're all in this together. We have a shared value system. Meaning I want to bow down to white supremacy, and I'm acknowledging that white supremacy is the leader. You understand? So watch those terms. Watch when you see certain people use that Judeo-Christian term. That's a code word for them bowing down to white supremacy. Let me get Great Black Shark in here.
Yes, brother, you absolutely right. I wanted to come up here and tell you it was Dr. Martin Luther King that said that quote, 11 a.m. on Sunday is the most segregated hour in America.
Oh, that's I thought it was that good, brother. Yes.
Yes, sir. And it's still true today because, like, I want to add to this and I want the audience to think about what Brother Tariq is saying here. Think about it. When Dylan Rue committed that atrocity in South Carolina, if we're all just Christians, like they say, to go to show you they don't mean the same thing that we mean, where were all the white churches in America, no matter what denomination they were, to stand up together and condemn that? We didn't see it when they bombed the church in Birmingham, and we didn't see it today. That's it, I learned.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. But yeah, these white supremacists, see, they have a problem with black Christians because we practice it in a pure form. You see, we've been the most devout Christians, but see, a lot of the white supremacists, they'll dismiss or even demonize black Christian traditions. They'll, oh, that's emotionalism. Oh, that's superstition. Because see, black Christianity, it's rooted in liberation and theology and protest, and it exposes the hypocrisy of white supremacy. You understand? But they privately got a lot of disdain for any version of the faith that centers justice, love, and equality. That's why they had to take Dr. King out. Dr. King was a pure Christian with that Majora spirit. They had to take him out because it exposed their hypocrisy. We expose their inherent evil. Yeah. And the thing is, we also use the church for liberation. We planned a lot of uprisings in the black church. So they know, yeah, they know that foundational black Americans, our Christianity is a little bit different. They understand the majority spirit we have. Now, they ain't got a problem with other tethers. They ain't got a problem with them practicing Christianity and all that because they know the tether class practice the same form of Christianity as the white supremacists. Can I get real deep? I don't want to get too insulting. See, this is why they ain't got a problem with the tether class. They practice Christianity in the same way the white supremacists do. Whiteness is God. And for tethers, whiteness is God. So when you see a lot of these tethers, you go over there in some of them countries, they got a big old white statue. It's all a whole black country with a big old white Jesus statue. And then when the white people show up to the village, they all bowing down and dancing. Yeah. So whiteness is God to a lot of these non-FBAs. It's not like that with us. You understand? So when those missionaries go over to some of those third world nations, well, they got them psychologically. So that's why you notice whenever people start talking about how great Charlie Kirk is, it's some non-FBA tethers. Anytime you see some melanated people running around here talking about, hey, we shouldn't say all these bad things about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a good Christian. Charlie Kirk, he loves the Lord and he just wants Christian values. Like, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Uganda, but that don't matter. Yeah, they worship the same white God. You understand? We don't. That's why our Christianity, they're like, they're still kind of standoffish on it. Yeah. They're still kind of standoffish because, yeah, Nat Turner was using some Christianity when he went to slicing and dicing. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a whole different vibe. Let me see who's this for. Let me get this. Let's get Smack. I think it's your name. Smack. Hop on in, Smack. Mr. Smack, hop on in, sir. All right, Smack. Trying to let you in here. You want to unmute your mic, sir? All right. Trying to let Smack in, unmute his mic. Let's get Mike. Let's get Mike in here. Mr. Mike.
Hi, how you doing, brother? Tariq?
I'm good, Mike. How are you?
Appreciate. I'm doing good. Appreciate
Yeah, I
you.
can barely hear you, brother. You got a. Are you wearing that mask right now? It sounds like you got a.
No, sorry, brother. My mic was under my chin.
There,
Can you hear
I
me?
got you much better, much better.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to ask if you seen Trump's latest interview where they asked him about Charlie Kirk. The interviewer said Charlie Kirk said there's no such thing as hate speech, and then Trump laughed and said, "Well, he might not be saying that now."
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I just wanted to bring that up. Well, nobody cares about Charlie Kirk, not even like the real white ring supremacists. But thank you, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, they don't give a damn about no Charlie Kirk at all. They really don't. They don't. They don't. But they know that his death can be used as a political football. They're just going to milk all of the juice out of it. So yeah, that's what that is. Yo, Smack, you ready to get on, Smack? All right, let's get Free Africa in here.
Yeah, just 1 second. I disagree. You saying all these people who are saying Chad Kirk was a good guy are from Uganda or from Africa? No. Is Candace Owen from Africa?
She's Caribbean. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of non-FBAs. She identifies with being Caribbean.
Is Tucker, this guy who was the Minister of Homeland, of Housing, your doctor, is he from Africa?
But Ben Carson?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's from I think he's from Detroit, Michigan, something like that. What
So
he say about you?
when you say all these guys are from Africa, so he's now from Africa then. He's a true friend of Tariq.
Right. But a lot of the people that we're seeing online, because Ben Carson, he's done a lot of Samboyish things that we've called him out about. So yeah, we've already known he'll do some. He's a very brilliant brother, but he's done Sambo shit.
Yep.
We have some
uh,
Sambos. Now slow down. We
Yep. I just want to point out
hold on,
some people.
slow down. Now you ain't talk over me now. Yeah, we got some people who do some Sambo shit. All right. We got Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah, we got some. But the majority of people who's hopping online talking about leave Charlie Kirk alone and all that, I'm talking about the majority of them. They're your fellow immigrants. Or are you still in Africa or are you over here? Free Africa? Hop on in, sir.
You just have me on mute.
Right.
Stop that.
Talking, sir.
Yeah, I'm here
Where's here?
where I am.
The immigration office? Come on now. Shit.
No,
You're
I'm in US.
you go say that. Okay, say that. That's all right. All right. But yeah, a lot of your people, a lot of your fellow immigrants, they're running around here with the cape on for Charlie Kirk. That's a reason.
Is Kanye West from Africa?
Did he have the cape on for Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, he's a good friend of Kirk. He gifted Kirk some gift when he was still alive.
What has he said about him dying? Because I haven't heard Kanye say anything.
He's a go find out. Don't lie to people, man.
Okay, but
Thank you.
he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk. You're just saying stuff. I don't even think Ben Carson said anything. You're just saying stuff because you're a lying tether. Aren't you a lying tether? Free Africa, you be just lying.
No, go find out on his space. He's mourning Kirk from the beginning until now. He
Who?
has been writing stuff.
Who?
Doctor Carson.
Okay, I haven't said. I have to. Now you've established yourself as a liar, so I don't know. Gerard, you in here, man?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, Gerard. How are you?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you letting me up. Fan of what you represent, fan of everything that you do. I'm just gonna be brief. OG. Um, I can't feel any empathy, let alone sympathy for any person, man, woman, or whatever, that don't show the same type of empathy or sympathy to my kind,
Right,
right?
right.
Don't write checks that your ass can't cash. point blank period. Um, a lot of people think that we as black people have to be the face of sympathy and empathy because we've been done wrong all these years and everything like that. And I'm like, at this particular point, we are not. This is not our ancestors. This is not kumbaya. We shall overcome. Let's show love and solidarity. Like at this particular point, you have to understand that if you kill my dog, if you shoot my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat.
Right.
Point blank. Period. So that's really all I want to say, brother Tariq. Thank you for letting me up.
Respect to you, brother. Now, I was going to talk to the African, free Africa. I was going to ask him something. Oh, let's try Mitch. Mitch, you good, man? Let me get you up out of here if you ain't gonna say nothing. Let me get you out of here because you ain't saying nothing.
Well, I wanted to say something like pretty quick.
Okay, go ahead, Mitch. Well, who is that, Mitch or Assad? Which one?
Asanad.
Nah, that's him.
Oh, hold on, Assad. Hold on, Assad. Yo, Mitch, you good?
It was cracking with it.
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey, I was trying to figure out where that that boy that got expelled the other day.
Yeah, down.
Yeah. Texas. In Texas.
Yeah, you ever identify who he is? I'm trying to send him some bread.
Yeah, me too, man. I want to find out who he is, man. Thank you for. We're still trying to find out who he is.
Yeah, get him a lawyer. Get him a lawyer.
Yeah. So what?
Like First Amendment lawyer.
So what's going on with you, man?
So well, like like JD Vance.
Okay.
So like he went and he gave this like speech. He kind of gave the same speech in two different places. He gave the same speech to like the Claremont, and if you're aware of the Claremont clique, the Claremont Institute, and it's been like on the come up.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say. Damn. Okay, when y'all call up, can you put the pipe down? All right. I'm trying to rock with you, but you can't get your thoughts out. Get your thoughts together. Don't take you a toke or nothing and then call. You're calling up on that damn narcotic. Okay, we can't do that. I'm not going to struggle with you. You struggling, I'm not here to struggle with you. There's rehab for that. They'll sit down and hold your hand and let you sweat that narcotic out your system. I can't sit here with you. Shit. Zah, what's up, man? Mr. Zah. All right, y'all come on now. Let me get Brother Torin in here. Brother Torin, you're Torin in the building. I'm good, Torin. How are you, sir?
Up early checking you out, man.
No doubt.
Listen, I talked about this last night, and I wondered if you noticed this too. Have you noticed that all the Democrat shills and all the people that was talking real big grease and stuff like up until like November, they church mouse quiet about this Charlie Kirk situation,
Yeah.
but they had all that smoke for black men, and they had all kind of hateful things to say about people if you wasn't rocking with Kamala, but now they all quiet.
Oh yeah, they got them shook now.
Yeah, and it's wild. It's wild because they talk all that rhetoric about like privilege and everything like that, and white people are showing you who got the real privilege. They getting rid of white boys with like $1 million contracts, and they getting rid of white people shows and stuff like that. So if that's what real patriarchy looks like, how come they not talking about it? What they scared of?
Exactly. Yeah, because now it's raining down on them now. Because they're so used to us, black people, us getting the getting in the line of fire and them canceling all of our stuff. Now some of these big name white people are getting canceled and thrown under the bus. So now the left, they got a lot of act right now, you know. Okay, Cam, Cam, what do you want, man? Because you keep making gestures to get on. You better want something, man. What's up, Cam? So you be doing all that gesticulating and then don't want shit. What's up, Cam? Cam, unmute your.
Wait, can you hear me, Tariq?
What's up, Cam? I hear you.
Yeah, I was going on here to say what your thoughts are on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. Okay, you were doing all that hand raising to ask me that.
Oh yeah, but all right. So
Yo,
ain't nobody thinking about no black folks.
your ass out of here. All right, answer me some shit I answered yesterday. I already talked about that. The hell out of here. Let's get Ann in here.
Yo,
What's up? Okay, what's up, Dick the Lib? Okay.
what up? What up? Yo, I just wanted to say earlier from the Robbie, that nigga is the most Congolese looking man I've ever seen in my life. Talking about some, and then you said some other shit about niggas living in third world. My nigga, have you ever went to Memphis? You
Yeah, you're Somalian. I can tell. You're a wannabe white boy. You're from Somalia. I can tell. I can hear the injera bread chewing in the back of your damn teeth. I can hear it, sir. You're Somalian, aren't you?
absolute. This the only way you was gonna do it. You biggest. I had to put a white.
Okay, calm down. Calm down now. And stop trying to sound tough. All right, you're too hungry. You're gonna faint.
Bro, you always say this.
You're gonna faint trying to sound tough. That's gonna mess up your little old hungry blood pressure. Calm down, because I don't want you to die on the phone with me. And then I'm getting a call from the Red Cross. Like, I don't know what the hell happened to this nigga. I'm not at liberty to be an accessory to his starvation. So what's on your mind? What's on your mind, Dick?
What's up, Tariq? Like me knowing you, bro, you're a so I had to put white face so you would accept me. You gotta respect that, right? You gotta respect that.
Look, you put on a white face when you put cake soap on so you can lighten up. So you like a musty Drake. That's
You the biggest house nigga.
Yeah, you like a musty Al B. Sure running around your village. Dark on the bottom and light skin in the face. So what else is going on with you, musty man? Huh? Come on, Tattleash.
Yo, Tariq, you ever been to Baltimore?
I have been.
That's third world. On God, that is third
It
world.
don't look
Anywhere where you
it don't look nothing like your homeland. I've been to Baltimore. It don't look nothing like your failed homeland. They're not in shanty towns in Baltimore, sir. They're not frying bushmeat bologna on the corner like you're doing in your homeland, sir. So it's not.
Oh yeah, and earlier, hold on. Let's actually have a serious
Let's
conversation.
have it.
You were
Go
talking
ahead.
you were talking earlier, you were like, when we blacks practice any religion, we do it to the Farrakhan, Nation of Islam, touching kids. Nigga, you a
Ooh, what? You don't lie on the minister. What you talking about? What lie are you talking about? What kind of weird lie is that? You just projected the shit y'all do in your village. The Nation of Islam won't do no shit like.
hold on.
Get your ass off here. Tell a dirty ass lie like that. Get your ass off here, you musty tether. Nation of Islam don't do nothing like that. What you talking about? Well, this is why some of you non-FBAs, these are your representatives, and you want to know why people delineate from these types of lying, janky, scamming ass people who just be saying anything. That's why we delineate. That's why we delineate from these clowns. Good freaking grief. Lord. All right. Ralph, what's up, Ralph? Hop on in, Ralph. Mr. Ralph? Now, come on.
Yeah, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, Ralph.
I'm good, bro. Man, I was just want to speak about, man, like I had listened to Dr. Frances Cress Wells, and she said something that kind of popped out when all this chaos went on with Kirk. Um, that genetic fear. This is called the genetic survival, and it's like that's what I'm saying. Like everything that they doing down to Trump, down to everybody, is all about them trying to survive and everything that they trying to do. So can you break that down for me, brother?
Yes, indeed. I talked about that the other day. It was a white woman called up, and I was breaking that down. And y'all can just, I don't want to do a summary of Dr. Welsing's work, but y'all need to get her book, The ISIS Papers. It breaks that down phenomenally. Maudro, Mr. Maudro, unmute your microphone, sir.
Okay, there we go. What's going on, Flick?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm a native of Birmingham, Alabama.
Shout out to Berman.
But yeah, currently I live in Huntsville, though,
Okay.
unfortunately.
I heard slow
But
motion.
I just wanted to say that again.
I heard it's slow motion in Huntsville.
Very slow motion. It's growing though. They moving Space Command up to Huntsville, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's on your
But what on Yeah, man. I just wanted to say, have you seen that interview that Vlad did with that FBI guy that went undercover that was going into those extreme groups and stuff like that, working undercover and things like that. That's the first thing I had, and the second thing I had was I know you was talking about brothers, Great Black Shark. He was talking about brothers that get lured into areas where they are unfortunately um, unalive. So, one thing I want to say is, like those dating apps, those are like some of the ways that brothers are more than likely some of the ways that they're getting lured into areas where they're getting hurt.
Oh,
And that's all I want to say.
there you go. Yeah, so cats got to be careful of that, man. Yeah, we got to be careful all across the board. All right, but let me wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, everybody go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Come on out. We got an event October 4th at the Hidden History Museum. You can get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com, and everybody just give a contribution to the Hidden History Museum at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get your Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com. Check out the movie Microphone Check at microphonecheck.com.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's discover our hidden heroes together.